My name's Joel Brubacher. My business is Banjo Puppets. The business is inspired by Jim Henson's Muppets. I grew up with Sesame Street. I have the opportunity to set up a pop-up shop in the old Caboose here in St. Jacobs, which used to be an ice cream caboose for as long as I can remember. I grew up in town here, just up the hill, and I remember the ice cream caboose as a kid. And just this summer I had this opportunity to set up my own puppet shop here. When I started my business, I started making these monsters, which are hand rod monsters, which are inspired by Muppets.
A little bit like this, yeah.
So I started doing these like this, and then I started doing music festivals and craft shows, and got into doing all sorts of different price points of puppets. So we've done all kinds of different things from monsters to birds to lots of custom work. I've done a lot of custom stuff for professional puppeteers and video people that do stuff for TV, for teachers and for doctors and photographers. So all sorts of different people that like to use the puppets in their work. I'm not sure about before the ice cream, what was in the caboose before those guys, but the caboose had been empty for a couple years, and I think that there's still a little undecided what they're going to do with it in the future. But I approached Mercedes Corporation and talked to people about the possibility of setting up a pop-up shop along with a workshop. So I build all the puppets in-house here, get ready for all the shows that I do throughout the summer, and then also have a chance to have a little shop here so people can stop in. Everybody asks for ice cream when they come in here, and we've had different promotions where if you buy a puppet you get a free ice cream cone. So I like to make a little tie-in like that. When I came in here, we looked around and there was wallpaper on the walls. There was all the extra ice cream stuff, the counters and everything from the years of ice cream. And when they left, this was everything behind that they didn't want. So we basically ripped everything out, painted the walls, and set up a little shop here. Yeah, the pictures were a lot of fun. This was sort of when digital photography came in. I had a friend with a digital camera, which was a new thing at the time. And we took a bunch of puppets out and took them out on the town and just had a bit of a photo shoot with them. So the puppets would pose in front of different places and stuff like that. We would go into a cafe and things like that. And we have puppets here that range from $15 to like $120. And then they range from half an hour to 6 hours to make, depending on the puppet. Basically all the area in the back behind the counter is all the workshop area. So I have a bunch of my stuff, a whole bunch of puppets that are half finished, and then a bunch of materials and supplies in the back. Try to keep the messier stuff where you can't see it, and then just tools and random things back there. The outside was painted. Luckily I didn't need to do that. Mercedes was in charge of that and they had someone do it. There's great planters outside here too, so they definitely take care of the space around it. So I'm very lucky that way. Didn't have to do much. I had a sign made myself. Need to make sure we have clear arrows for where to get ice cream and where to get puppets. So the caboose is right behind the mill in St. Jacobs. It's on Front Street and right by the great mill race too, which is a great spot for walking. To get in touch with Banjo Puppets, go to www.banjopuppets.com. You can also find us on Etsy, where you can purchase puppets and have them shipped to you. Come and see me if you're in the area, and thanks for watching, everyone.